At long last, Eternal Blue. Spiritbox has finally released their album to the masses, and no, I'm not biased at all. But we're going to be going in and giving a listen. Now, I haven't heard Hurt You and Secret Garden fully. I heard them in passing, but I haven't like really sat down and cracked into them. So really looking forward to pulling into this album and seeing what it has to offer. I did notice a trend towards the end of their singles to kind of go for a little bit more of a straightforward path compared to the earlier material. I'm curious how they are going to spin that, if they're going to keep on it, or if all the really proggy stuff is going to be in the deep cuts. Without further ado though, my name is Sai, and this is Eternal Blue. Ethereal tone to start it off, nice grimy fucking bass tone. Slower build here. Interesting start. Liking the string elements in the background there. Getting a little bit of an Amy Lee vibe now. Very full kind of voice. I can't do it, but it's very full and throat based. I like how we're picking up the intensity a little bit without going like full ham. Nice sense of progression. I'm about to hurt. Hurt me. Make it good. Here we go. Loving that bent chord, fuck yeah. Love that fucking engine revving guitar work there. That was really cool. Let's articulate my thoughts a little bit better by the end of this video. Hey, let's go. What else we got? Next, we got Hurt You. Now, I know this one's kind of like a little bit of like a new metal-y one. We're gonna pick it apart though. Let's pick it apart. Okay, so far, pacing-wise, I love this intro. The way it runs from that kind of like really slow progression upward and then straight into the screams of this song. It is just a really great balance between those two songs. You don't get album progression like that lately. Not as much. Let's see if they can keep it up. I like how she gets like really into that voice there, the happier. Like it hits a lot harder. Okay, it's not as many metal as I thought it was. It's pretty much just that one riff. The rest of this is pretty bog standard Spiritbox. I should make a note of that since we're on the repetition here. A lot of people are complaining that Spiritbox is getting formulaic. I guess sort of as far as song structure goes, but there's so many different like little textures and sounds that I feel like make it stand out. But it's worth paying attention to. We'll see. Let's go. Ooh. Well, I like that run. That was a really cool run. It's very different for that. Oh, we just jumped right in. All right. Okay. Getting a little bit of a While She Sleeps vibe here. I like the good songs. Refer to my last review of them. Also getting that God of Fire feeling. Just really straightforward and slammy. Not too overly wordy. Probably should be looking up lyrics, but whatever. There's Sam. That's such a good chorus, man. Okay, he's really liking those squealing harmonics a lot, I've noticed. Oh no, they turned it up a little bit, okay. Next. What is this? This Summit. Okay. Very nice guitar tone. So interesting vocal melody for this. You normally get that in like R&B, like modern rap a little bit. but without dumbing the instruments down to that level, which is cool. Those falsettos, let's go. Again, another very rap-like vocal melody there. Very pop/rap. It's very interesting to mix it in without changing the instrumental at all. So far, these deep cuts are way improving on what I heard in the singles. Okay, a little vocoder action. Not often you get serious vocoder, I feel like. We use it a lot for fun now. So the 3 chord structure is the same, however I'm noticing more variation in the verses and the bridges in these songs, which I'm really appreciating. I'm appreciating how they're mixing it up. And I always like how they add layers to the choruses in every song so far. Like no 2 choruses are exactly the same, there's always something tweaked. And this is true even going as far back as Constance, which I believe is on this record too. So far, every non-single song has been a huge hit. And it's Secret Garden. Let's fucking go. Hit it. So good. It sounds like bass. I guess it's guitar, like downtuned guitar, but it sounds like fucking just a really slick fucking fingery bass line, you know? Then he picks it up to the top and it sounds more like guitar. Yeah. A pair of jammers, but I'm noticing like the softest songs aren't exactly mega soft, except for obviously Constance, but we're not there yet. Okay. No, we're off to a very strong start so far. No, I'm here for it. Stuck on the string. Oh, that's disrespectful. Oh, you don't just do that after the soft song. Oh, this is rude. Oh. Shit, man. Heard it. Really? Holy Roller's here? Jesus Christ. Okay, they're moving emotions, I see. You got 2 soft and 2 fuck. Okay, let's see how that fits in that sandwich, because so far, I'll admit, I like Holy Roller quite a bit. It may not have needed to be on this album, but we'll see. Eternal Blue, again, pretty. Again, with the interesting vocal melodies. Ooh, those fucking keys in the background, yo. Hell yeah. Oh, the fucking synth work is very good, very good. Nice ad with those fucking riffs in the middle there. Won't leave a chorus alone. Every chorus has to have a little bit of tweak to it. Break the atmosphere down. All right, let's go with that winding down synth. Ooh, soak that guitar and reverb, let's go. Modulating that chorus, this is like, damn, this might be my favorite song on the album. I'm not gonna lie, this is outstanding. This is fucking outstanding. What we got next, guys? Again, using those elements of like modern rap trap. This time instrumentals in there too. A little bit of an eyelash sound. If you know, you know. A pop build up? Very pop? Okay. It's got a little bit of chaotic production here where it's like cutting sounds off too soon and shit. Okay, we're starting to put some analog textures in there. Ooh, just when you were about to bum me out. Okay. Yo, this is good too. Oh, Devil is so in the details of these last two songs, but fuck, dude, it's so good. You buried that falsetto, but damn, she hit that shit. Oh, this is almost unrecognizable from the first couple minutes, but it's such a great progression. Damn. Throw a gate on there. Some cool fucking transitions in here too. I have favorited every song that is not a single. We're off to a great start. Loving these lead elements now. The different fucking guitar textures are really picking up and doing a lot more. God, I'm really liking the vocal melodies in this one again. Very pull you in, very much reminiscent of the earlier material versus the newer stuff, which I'm liking a lot. Now they're popping into it, man. Come on. Low end synth drone. Break off? No, I gotta be getting close to the end, right? Transition! Okay, we only have two songs left, and it's Constance and Circle With Me. I've heard both of them. So I'm gonna give these a listen, but you're not gonna see much reaction on these. If you want to see the reaction, I will link the videos down below, or in the end of the video there.
Nothing's sacred. This could all be yours.
Okay, and last song, Constance. I'll say I'm a little disappointed I didn't hear more of that, the ending of Circle With Me, the voice that she used there. I am a little disappointed that that is the only place it really shows up on the album, but it's a minor criticism. More expectation than quality, you know what I mean? The ending of this album has dragged it down a little bit for me, just because I feel like Circle With Me in particular is a good song, and there's a lot of really great stuff towards the end of it, but God, compared to the stuff that came before, it's almost pedestrian. However, this might be a great ending right here. Even if the whole song is very personal and kind of stands out on its own as a great single, this here, this absolute meltdown at the ending of this album, yeah. I'm here for it. That is Spiritbox's Eternal Blue, and let's talk about it. Alright, so that was Spiritbox's Eternal Blue, and I've got some thoughts. Overall, we'll start off with general statement of opinion. I liked it. Thought it was pretty fucking good. And I've sat here for a little bit reading some lyrics and kind of musing over just how good I think it is, because I think that's very important, you know, for me, for my criticism of stuff, is separating like, damn, that's a banger from, wow, that's actually a really excellently written and put together piece of work. And I kind of think most of this album sits on the latter, which would probably come as shocking to somebody who hasn't heard it and is just kind of going off of the singles, because I do think that the singles are way the worst part of this album, and that's sad because honestly, like, I love Constance. I really, really, really love Constance, and I think it belongs where it kind of does. I really enjoy Secret Garden, and I think it goes well with the rest of the album as well. However, despite all they say about, like, oh, we wrote the song for this, and that's where it's always meant to be, I didn't really feel where Holy Roller was sitting, and I didn't really feel where Circle With Me is sitting, honestly. In fact, I feel like since these like really complex and well put together songs come through, to have Circle With Me as a sort of almost pedestrian palate cleanser was a little disappointing, and kind of dropped me out of it right before Constance, which would have been a fantastic cathartic ending without that little interruption. So I gotta say that the singles definitely put a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth. I felt like a lot of people said that, you know, they got boring and whatnot. But I think, like, really, this is the first time I kind of felt it, was just hearing them juxtaposed with better and more elaborate songs was just like, yo, this is actually kind of cool. Like, but these songs don't actually really add up. And overall, I brought the whole project down. And that's basically my only complaint. Like, the fucking songs that were not singles, like all those songs that we haven't heard yet, were all fucking outstanding. I've liked every single one of them onto the playlist, all that good shit. It's so dense and playing with like all sorts of atmosphere and layers to it. It isn't just chugga chugga, noodly noodly like a lot of prog is. There is a lot of chugging, but there's a lot of like using ambient texture work with the guitars, and there's a lot of playing with motion, not emotion, motion. And this is very important to me in this kind of like prog music, which is like progressing a song along. I give songs a lot of shit for being repetitive, you know, verse, chorus, but you can circumvent that if your verse and your chorus are different the second time around a little bit. You know, there's some tweaking to it, there's some enhancement to it. Add another guitar onto that chorus. Make the singer hit a harder note. Maybe they'll do a falsetto this time. Tweak up the lyrics a little bit. Just keep it interesting and flowing. And I think Spiritbox do that actually fucking excellently. And so the older songs that are not necessarily as inventive in that tend to lag as a result. But like, the songs that do it, execute it so well. And it's kind of hard picking a favorite here, but I think I'm gonna have to give it to Eternal Blue. The different synth work, the layered guitars, and just the way it all picks up in that tail half into this huge emotional build-up, and then it just kind of leads cleanly into yet another fantastic song. Yeah, I got no complaints there. I made a lot of notes about her vocal melodies in here. I am a little disappointed that the intensity that came at the end of Circle With Me never really showed again. However, I have to point out, I love the soft, eerie, almost like modern hip-hop like flow that she was using. And there is a lot of flow to this. There's a lot of rhythm and ebb and a lot of bounce to it that you normally see in like hip hop, and that could lead people to say like, oh, this is kind of a little nu metal-y, even though it isn't as like outright nu metal as like Tala and whatnot or Code Orange. But there's definitely a lot of hip hop influence here, which I found super interesting because I didn't expect any at first. I expected it to be mostly rooted in the world of core and maybe some pop elements here and there, but it was really cool to see all the kind of balancing of genres without necessarily being a genre bend, just like an influence, you know what I mean? And outside of that, dude, I think that's kind of where most of my thoughts on the album conclude. The lyrics were pretty. They're nicely well written. I don't think there was a lot of majorly thought-provoking stuff here, but I do think that they got the job done, and there was nothing painful, and there was it sounded intuitive and interesting enough to really get into and let you carry along with this kind of sophisticated sound. But overall, yeah, I'm still kind of sort of having issues placing a number here, but I'm honestly feeling comfortable with 9, honestly. I know 9 kind of feels high, maybe like a low 9, but still a 9 nonetheless. Just because, like, you know, again, some of the slumpy bits definitely hurt the album. I do think the tail end, the last couple songs, could have used a little bit better placement. And I don't think Constance would be in this ballpark, by the way. I don't think Constance would be needing better placement if it wasn't for Circle With Me. But, you know, since that is not the album we got, I do have to kind of lump Constance in there as well. It just kind of, it feels like they didn't know what to do with the last two singles and slapped it on at the end, which supposedly is not the case. So, you know, take that for what it is. But that being said, really enjoyed it. What'd you guys think? Let me know down below. I'm going to also leave down links so you can buy this album. I was supposed to actually have it sitting back here. I pre-ordered it. It was supposed to be sitting back here, but the Newberry comics just shipped today. So it's going to be a while before I get it. But I digress. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Links are down below for socials, Twitch, Discord, all that good shit. The community's growing every single day. We're doing some crazy shit on Twitch in case you didn't fucking notice. So hopefully y'all come by and say hi. Other than that, I don't know, I end videos. Get the fuck out of here.